hello everybody, and here we are at the last session of the lesson number 2, work, energy and power. Okay, so in this earlier session we have studied about theoretical verification of kinetic energy and potential energy which remains constant, right? So in this case, that question was about to 5 marks, children. That will be for 5 marks if the whole theory will come then at various positions, right? So here this is the thing very important for the exam, because this question has been asked for the board exam for 3 marks, that graphical representation for verification in kinetic energy and potential energy with height above gravity, above the ground, above the ground. This is the verification, or we can say graphical verification. Okay, this is y-axis, x-axis. Y shows you height, always height, and this will give you increase or decrease in potential or kinetic energy. What you need to study? Here is the initial point, or we can say is ground point, right? Oh, we have considered. Here, you can consider here at this point what is happening. As height is increasing, your kinetic energy is decreasing. Okay. Second, as height is increasing, your potential energy will also increase. At this point, it will be maximum, right? Your U, right? As height is increasing, potential energy increasing. But as height is increasing, your kinetic energy is decreasing. This is the graphical representation to show that verification of kinetic and potential energy. Earlier we have studied that verification by means of any freely falling object. We have taken example of ball, right? So that ball was showing different locations, only different location above the ground. It was showing at the maximum height, it was showing maximum potential energy, and the kinetic it was giving 0. And in between what was happening? mg x plus mg h minus x, right? This was happening in case of potential energy mgx, and this was happening about kinetic energy. But all together we were getting answer mgh only. At third case also same thing was happening at location C, position C. What was happening here? It was about to hit the ground, so that potential energy U was 0, but kinetic energy was maximum over there, right? That we have studied, right? So as per, based on this is the graphical verification or representation showing both kinetic energy and potential energy. And this question, if it will come for 3 marks, as I said you. Now it is time to understand one more numerical based on this thing. I hope you have understood this. As the height is increasing, potential energy also increasing. At same time, kinetic energy is decreasing, right? So at just before hitting the ground, what will be maximum? Kinetic energy will be maximum. K will be maximum. I have drawn here before hitting, because after heating this energy will transform into sound energy or heat energy, right? So just before the heating always mention that. Okay, let's start with solving some interesting numericals. And here is the numerical. It's very interesting. A ball of mass 0.20 kg is thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity they have mentioned 20 meter per second, and they have asked you to calculate the maximum potential energy as it goes up. Okay, so for normally for correction or calculating potential energy, what thing we require? That we know U is equal to mgh, right? But here they have not given the h height. Okay, but here you have to correlate these numerical with the conservation of energy theorem. How it is? Let's check out. Suppose this is the ball This is the ball's height. Okay, at this point we have started throwing it upward. So before, it is not touching the ground because we are throwing it up, right? So it is from distance of ground. So here what will be increased and here what will be increased? At much more height we will get much more mgh, means what? U, potential energy. But before touching the ground means where it has start kinetic energy, right? So here what will be maximum? Here kinetic energy will be maximum. All right. So in given calculation you have got values given. We will check out once. Given, what is that? Mass they have given, that is 0.20 kgs. One more information they have given, v, velocity they have said 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. And what they have asked you to find out potential energy, maximum potential energy. So what and how you will correlate? As the object is moving up, at that height only it will get maximum potential, maximum U, right? But at the same time, the given kinetic energy, what they have started giving the force that will convert into energy, that will be kinetic energy will be maximum at here. So how you understood? How you will calculate the potential energy? So here you should be able to give very nice answer that the kinetic energy will be equal to the potential energy, maximum potential energy at the height. So you need to find out first of all the kinetic energy, right? So we will just write down kinetic energy of given object will be equal to its potential energy, maximum potential energy. For that we will solve this half mv square, that will be half. What is mass they have mentioned? 0.20. And what is v square? 20 square. Right. So here you will get 0.20 into 400. Just make it as per your convenience, right? Mathematical. 2 ones are 2, 200s are, right? So here you will get, what you need to do? 0.20 into 200. And what is the answer? You need to find out. Okay. But how you will correlate the answer with maximum potential energy? Whatever maximum kinetic energy at this phase, that will only convert at height, because this energy, whatever answer you will get now, that energy only is getting converted at this maximum height as a maximum potential energy. And this is the thing you need to understand, and I want you to get this answer. I will just wait for 1 minute for you. So children, I hope you have got answer for this. Okay, that will be 40 joule. Okay, now how you will say that this was the kinetic energy? This is the basic answer. Initial maximum kinetic energy, because you have started with down to up, that vertically up, is moving upward, right? So initial kinetic energy, which is maximum, that energy only will convert into final potential energy, that is maximum potential energy, and that answer will be same 40 J. So anyhow, whenever you will get that kind of numerical, you need to understand about conservation of energy, because same energy is going to convert into potential. Suppose it is kinetic, you have started the journey, right? So that maximum kinetic energy only going to convert into another form, potential energy. Now there is a condition, children. Here the question was the straightforward, but sometimes you will get question with some because of air, because of some other resistant forces. If your energy is getting reduced, they will give percent, like 40% energy is getting reduced. In that case, find out that kinetic energy. Right. In that case, you need to just think and mention that percent in the numerical. We will solve that type of numerical. You will get that clear picture how to solve that kind of numericals. So children, here is the numerical, one more numerical. As I said you earlier, different type of situation they have mentioned here. A ball of mass 50 gram is thrown vertically upwards with the initial velocity u, that is 20 meter per second, and we have to calculate the basic information. First of all, find out kinetic energy. Secondly, find out maximum height, and thirdly, you have to find out if maximum height reached, if 40% of the initial energy is lost against friction. Okay, so one by one we will solve it out, but keep in mind in third condition 40% of the initial energy lost means how much is remaining, that much we have to find out. Okay, now here the answer. First of all, kinetic energy. For the kinetic energy given values, mass they have given 50 grams. We need to convert it into kilograms. So what you will do? 50 divided by 1000, and by that way you will get answer here 0.05 kilogram. Now next one is initial velocity. They have mentioned it is initial only, u only, not the full velocity. We don't know about at the height what was velocity, right? So what formula we will write? Kinetic energy we will write half m u square, that we will convert into u, because u only has given, we have started giving that energy or giving the force to it initially u, initial velocity, you don't confuse in that. Okay, m u square, that will be half into what is the mass 0.05 into what is the velocity initial, that is 20, so it will come 20 square, right? So you need to solve it down, you will get answer. What answer you will get? 10 joule, just make it. Okay, so this 10 joule we have got answer. Now we are going towards the next, that is second question. What we need to find out? That is the maximum height. Okay, so in that case what we need to prove? We need to get only our formulas, and we know our formula, that is if air friction is negligible, there is no friction, then what will be the height? So our basic answer will be our formula, that mgh, conservation of energy, don't forget that, always equal to half m v square. In case of conservation of energy, whatever your potential you will get, maximum potential at certain height, that will be always equal to your kinetic energy. What you have started, we can say this one answer what we have got, right? So that will be comparatively we will get this h value. How we will do it? Just have look on this. We know this all thing, only thing we need here height, maximum height. So here h, what it will come? This all remaining thing will remain constant, and by that way v square by 2 mg 2g, sorry, 2g, as this m and this m will get cancelled. Remaining height we have mentioned here is equal to v square by 2 here as it is, and this g we have taken on this way. So what will be the answer? V square here we will consider as 20. What we have got here? 20. So v square means 20 square by 2 into g. What is that? Gravity we have got answer that 10. Right? So calculating these all, basically what you will get answer. You need to find out like this only. That will be 20 meter. That will be 20 meter. Now how we have solved it? I will help you out in that also. This 2 into 10 will be 20. So 120 out of this will get cancelled and remaining will be 20. So this is very easy thing. That's why I ask you to solve. Now the interesting part of this is third question. Okay, third question out of this. They have given maximum height at that point whenever this ball or any object, that ball will reach, at that point what will happen? If because of air friction your 40% of energy is getting reduced or it is getting cancelled, how many will be remaining? That we need to find out. Now how we will find out that potential energy at the maximum height, u max, right? Potential energy at the maximum height, that will be always equal to that of remaining 60% of kinetic energy. Are you agree with this point? Children, see, whatever your kinetic energy should be remain same at the final state where you are getting maximum height. That should be remaining same. But as per the condition, 60% will be remaining as 40% has lost. Right? So by that way only we will find out the answer. That will be, what do you mean by 60%? 60 means out of 100 you got only 60. It is the meaning of that. Okay, into remaining your kinetic energy. Initial kinetic energy only 60% will remain. What is your U? How to find out this U value? Using formula mgh. Right. So what exactly information you will get? Right, here they have asked you maximum height. They have given again the fiction. Oh, sorry. In third, they have asked you again for the height, for the maximum height when 60% loss. They have asked you the energy, right? So that time it will come right. Only m should be remaining, and your initial formula, initial kinetic energy, what it will be? Mv square half mv square. I'm sorry, I forgot to read the question right clearly. So here m v square. So both side m and n will get cancelled. Whatever remaining value we will write down, and that will be 0.6. 60% means actually 0.6 divided by remaining all values 2g. Here 2 from this side g. All right. So by this way we will get answer. And v square they have asked you. So 0.6 into v square, what is that? V square, yes, 20 they have mentioned. So it is 20 square. Again 2g means 2 into 10. 2 into 10. You just have that numerical done, and you will get again answer that will be 12 meter. Okay, children, this is very important thing, that read your numerical. And what we used to do, we used to just make hurry. Even I made so. So here the three question answer we have got from one numerical. Okay, just have look on this. First they ask you kinetic energy. Secondly they ask you about maximum height, and thirdly they ask you again maximum height reached if 40% loss is there. Obviously, if the loss of energy, the object will move slowly, or if more force is no resisting it, that time it will attain only minimum height, not the maximum. If there is no any kind of resistance force, it may gain maximum height. If there is some resistance force, like more air is there, in that case it may reduce in its height. So this is the example they have given. So by that way, whenever you will get any kind of numerical, you need to read it very carefully, and what exactly they ask you, you need to solve it by that way only. Children, here we are at the last point of the chapter, that is application of principle of conservation of energy by using a simple pendulum. Okay, here I have hanged one ball. We'll consider this as pendulum. This will look bigger as you will understand it properly, right? So children, actually the simple pendulum will be having four positions. Like earlier in ball case we have studied falling ball. In that case three position we have mentioned. But in this case, it will be having four positions. In that, first will be mean position. At we can say this is at rest. This pendulum as rest. So this is the mean position. As I will give it certain height, it will be the first position, right? And again, it will come this side. Okay, this is going on thing. When it will come this point, this will be maximum height. Again, this is maximum height, right? So it is the basic rest position or mean position, we can say. This is mean position. Now here it is going, right? So this will be again giving some height from this level. It is gaining some height. You can see here. At certain height it is coming, right? Again it's moving to this side also. So here also it is gaining some height, right? Some height. So by this way, how come we will find out the conservation of energy in this simple pendulum? This is the point where it is at rest position. So you can say here the potential energy, how much it will be at rest position. It is very close to the ground, or we can say at the point where it is the mean position, right? At this level only it is. So obviously it will be 0. What will be its kinetic energy? This is the kinetic energy. See children, I am speaking when this ball, when this pendulum is in movement. What is happening? Here you will get the kinetic energy which will here maximum again, that is maximum, right? mgh. I will tell you afterwards how it is. Now at this point what is happening? It's again gaining its maximum height. Why it is gaining that height? Because it's in movement. At this point whatever the kinetic energy inside, this is bringing to this position, and at the height for fraction of second it will be in rest, right? So during that what will happen? Its potential energy will be increased, that will be maximum, that will remain mgh. But at this point the kinetic energy will be 0. Same thing will happen at this point. As the pendulum is coming this side, pendulum is coming this side, it is gaining maximum height. At height what is happening? At height it is gaining again kinetic energy 0, but potential energy will be maximum, that is mgh, due to height. Both side due to height, potential energy only maximum, okay, and kinetic energy due to height it will be 0. But that what is happening exactly? It is the interconversion again and again. This maximum potential energy will bring it again to the kinetic energy. That time what will happen? Energy forms will only convert, and here potential energy will be decreased, because full potential energy what it has gained at this position, it will be converting completely into kinetic energy, right? Again it will move towards this side, height, it will gain some height. Whenever it is gaining height, the same kinetic energy only will get converted into potential energy, right? And same potential energy is converting into kinetic, and again this kinetic energy is getting converted into potential energy. So in case of simple pendulum, energy conservation will apply. Why? Because it is gaining some height, again coming at mean position, again it is going up, means gaining again some height. So simultaneously interchange between kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic, here it is gaining now potential energy, right? As I leave it, it will go that side, means through mean position it's moving up. Mean position will be the correct point where potential energy will be 0. It is not having any specific potential. It is not having any height. Only it has its own mean position here. Only kinetic energy it will be having. So by this way you can say the application of principle of conservation of energy can be proved by using a simple pendulum, because simple pendulum will be having at rest. That time what will happen? The potential will be 0, as it is not having any extra height, but it has ability to convert this kinetic towards potential, again this potential towards kinetic, again vice versa. So on the road, all the path, it is just converting, and total energy it is conserved. It will be mgh, right? So I have proved this by this way. I hope there are no difficulties, no queries. If they are there, we will solve it by using real pendulum in your classroom. All right. So now it is time to solve some numerical based on this principle, right? In case of simple pendulum. here is one numerical is there. In case of simple pendulum, I have written every given material in shortcut way. First one, they have given simple pendulum which is having height is 5 centimeter, mass 500 grams, gravity 10 meter per second. But here children, whenever you are getting these kind of values, you need to just convert them into proper SI units, right? So in case of height, they have given 5 centimeter, it will become 0.05 meters. Next one will be mass. Mass they have given 500 grams. That will be converted into 0.5 kgs. Okay, and given G value is same. Now they ask you what will be the energy possessed in that simple pendulum, right? In that case, what you need to do is that energy will be its height, and height, wherever height there will be potential energy. So the potential energy will possess maximum energy in the pendulum. So that energy we will get it by using simple formula mgh. So by that way, just insert the values. Given mass is 0.05, gravity is given 10 meter per second, and height they have mentioned 0.05. Right. Okay. So here mass we have taken 0.05. It was only 0.5. Okay, just make it, you will get the answer like 0.25 joule. Alright, so here the condition was there was no any kind of energy or no any kind of resistance force. So you have got direct answer. But in case of you are getting some resistance force, whatever force which is reducing the energy, how much energy got reduced, you should be mentioning, and soon I will send you that all notes, right, properly in your group, right, in our WhatsApp group. Okay, so till that keep studying and solving so many of numericals, you will really enjoy, and I will send you soon the homework.